Well, hello and welcome to I Love Gay today. And we are out in sunny Los Angeles again with Damian from Revry. How you doing, Damian?
Hello, Matt. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
It's so great to have you here. I mean, you and I have known each other forever. And that whole, I mean, I've just been there. I've enjoyed being there in the beginning, watching the evolution of Revry TV. I know you said the gay Netflix. Do you still use that tagline?
No. We're so much more now. We're queer TV 24/7.
Excellent. And you're,
Yeah.
but you've got to with all the press releases and everything, you've just got a lot going on right now in terms of if people don't, well, first we should probably describe what the heck is, Reverie and how do people find it. And,
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
tell us a little
Absolutely.
bit
So
about it.
Revery is the first and largest now global LGBTQ streaming network. We have owned and operated apps, which you can download today on Apple TV, Chromecast, Android TV, Amazon Fire, coming soon, Samsung. And then we also have mobile apps for iOS and Android and a desktop version, www.revry.tv. What's really unique about what we do is you can watch completely for free in front of the paywall, so much content, and you can watch it either on demand with commercials, or you can watch it in a live format. If you go to the new live section of Revry, we have 4 broadcast networks, which are also going to other partners as well, like Samsung, Comcast, the Roku channel, Stir Sinclair, TiVo, Zumo, you name it. We're going to be on everything if we aren't already, and we're going to be making more announcements about that. And then we also have the Revry Premium subscription side of our business, where for $6.99 a month or $59.99 a year, you can watch the entire library with commercials free.
Yeah. Wow. But in fact, we have your sizzle reel here. So we'll let everybody have a chance to check out and see exactly what you're all up to.
And I feel it everywhere.
That's amazing. And but even programming wise, we interviewed the folks yesterday from the Q Agenda, and you have that show coming on now as part.
We do.
Essentially, I mean, that's it. You're just like all things queer, all things LGBTQ plus when it comes to programming, all available on a network that you can get just pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, and the biggest thing too is we're very mission driven, and we consider ourselves an impact startup. I am one of 4 equal co-founders. We're founded by 3 other lovely people. Aaliyah J. Daniels, who is our COO. She's also an attorney, very smart. Her background is, small business and employment. She was named Rising Star by Super Lawyers 7 years now in a row. LaShawn McGee, our Chief Product Officer. She's an AFI graduate, an Army veteran, and an out lesbian woman who is super smart when it comes to technology and programming. And Christopher Rodriguez, our Chief Business Officer. Fun fact, he was actually the attorney for Shark Tank. So what's really great about our business, we are actually 75% people of color founded, 50% women of color founded, 25% veteran. And I don't know if this counts, but I am an immigrant from Canada. And I just 2 years ago. So I'm very excited to vote in this year's election. So we kind of check all the boxes, but we believe that content really helps to shape and effectuate change in the world. Yeah. And our mission at Revry is to uplift voices who are truly underrepresented, and really find the best content, whether it's music videos, podcasts, short films, digital series, movies, TV shows. So you can search our library and find yourself reflected within the type of content that we curate on our apps and channels.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I know also you have a strong business mind, not just for what you're talking about, but with the channel itself, but also when it comes to revenue and advertisers being able to reach this whole new audience. I know we were talking earlier, but we're going to be coming on very strong over the next few months. Actually, we've had it in place, but we just didn't feel it was quite time wasn't quite right.
Right.
But really just pushing that out there in terms of connected TV. Connected TV seems to be like a buzzword now, but it's it's streaming TV, whatever it is. But people are now realizing, especially as more and more migrate from cable over here, they're realizing like, oh my God, I can really, if I'm an advertiser, I can target my audience on those televisions as well with full video commercials. And so,
Yeah.
and in fact, before we go too far, I'll even, you were here last year at LGBTQ Fronts during World Pride, and we'll show a few excerpts of you stating the business case for Revry as well.
My name is Damian
Great.
Pelliccione. I'm the CEO and one of 4 fabulous co-founders of Revry. We are the world's largest and only queer global streaming network. We're in over 100 countries today, and we've been downloaded hundreds of times, thousands of times all over the world. I want to talk a little bit, of course, and kind of introduce you to what we're doing. We're on a number of different devices, but let's look at cable TV, right? Just the intersectionality of cable TV in terms of the generations. You know, when we look at these statistics, the most important thing that stands out to me is the people who still have broadcast television, you know, that big box from Time Warner, Cox, or Spectrum, whatever your service provider is. The average age of that is 62 years old. 62 years old stands for over-the-top television. That is any connected TV device like your smart TVs, your Apple TVs, your Chromecasts. As a digital broadcast network, and by the end of this year, we'll be reaching over 660 million homes in 4 continents. Currently, we're in 50 million homes. We have live channels on Pluto TV. We're actually the first LGBTQ network on Pluto TV, channel 543. You can watch a live feed of broadcast television right now. We just launched on Comcast, made the announcement in February on Cheddar News, and it's live right now. We're actually in all the Xfinity stores across the United States as their prime promotion for use you to.
Well, yeah, and from that, and if somebody wants to see that full video, we're going to have the link in the YouTube version and all the others as well, so people can find that quickly and easily and see more of what they just saw. But the business case is strong, and how is that working for you in terms of advertisers coming on board and utilizing your platform?
Yeah, amazing. You know, we work with big brands like Lexus and Disney and Gilead and Dollar Shave Club. We worked before in the past, and tourism brands, of course. You know, brands now more than ever, and you can see this in my keynote, really need to hone in and target the LGBTQ audience because, you know, we're not a small market. We're worth over $917 billion in the US alone. And that's an old statistic now, right? Yeah. That's from a few years back. And look, we are having so many people, especially now socially in today's world, even pre-COVID, realize that, like, you know, brands need to be working and spending dollars targeting our audience. And I'll give you a great example. I am a case use for this. I bought a Lexus. Lexus has been our longest running sponsor. They've worked with us for 3 years now in a row. They continue to increase their ad spend with us. We're so thankful and grateful. And we're very connected to the brand, even from a mission and an impact point of view, because they're the ones that have really brought us into this ad space as our major advertiser. I bought a Lexus. I leased a Lexus last year. I hadn't had a new car in like 10 years. And I'm like, you know what? I want to walk the walk. I want to stand in the shoes and support the brand that not just supports my company, but more importantly, supports our community. And look, through the means of social media, and especially how quickly news travels, you know, authenticity speaks volumes. And I think from either a branding or creative, or even just a product standpoint, you have to actually walk that walk, right? You can't just say that, you know, you want to be brand and mission driven. You actually have to do the work. And, you know, I will hand it to Aaliyah J. Daniels, our COO, who went on Cheddar News just last week to make the announcement about our Samsung TV Plus channel and our Roku channel launch. And it was the day during the blackout. You know, it was a tough thing for us to decide whether or not Aaliyah, you know, wanted to do this, like, you know, in her own way. But she is the one ally in the group of founders. She identifies as a straight female, but she knows what it is to be marginalized as a woman of color. And she went on to talk about true allyship, not just from a professional standpoint as her role as the founder of Revry, but also from a social standpoint. And we can't be more proud of her and that interview because, you know, I think a lot of people took notice and a lot of people should realize like what she was talking about and how to be a true ally, even as an LGBTQ person in today's social society.
Wow. Oh, no, I love, like I said, I just love everything that you're doing there. And I know a big part of our world that we used to cross over were the film festivals, the LGBTQ film festivals all around, especially Outfest. So hopefully within the next few months, I'll be able to, because you're the jet setter who bounces all over the world of these things, promoting Revry.
Not anymore. Obviously, you can't travel like during COVID. Now it's all through, you know, virtual. And I'll be honest, I'm enjoying the break, not having
Yeah.
to travel so much right now. It's great to be in my living room, working 24/7.
I think many of us are. I know I am. So
Yeah, yeah,
I'm enjoying
totally.
this reprieve. But look forward to catching you at one of the at an upcoming Outfest. And in the meantime, no, just really thanks for being here and sharing a little bit of what Revry's all about with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me, and all the best to everyone who's watching. Stay safe and stay healthy.
Thank you.